Hello, my dear children. Today we are going to study Geography Chapter 7, Our Country, India. In this chapter, we are going to see the length and breadth of India and its versatile physical feature in depth. So let's begin. The total area of the Indian subcontinent is 3.28 million square kilometer. India is the second populated country in the world and it comprises a mass population of 130 crore people. The distance between Kashmir and Kanyakumari is 3200 km and from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh it is 2900 km. India is a peninsular continent as it is surrounded by water on three sides. From the global perspective, India falls on the eastern hemisphere and Tropic of Cancer almost passes in its center. From south to north, it extends from 8 degree 4 minutes north and 37 degree 6 minutes north latitude. And from west to east, it extends between 68 degree 7 minutes east and 97 degree 25 minutes east longitude. India has a long extent of 29 degree, that is approximately 30 degree. We know every 15 degree have a time difference of 1 hour. Here the approximation is 30 degree, therefore the difference is 2 hour. The sun rises 2 hours earlier in Arunachal Pradesh than in Gujarat, that lie in west. For our easy convenience, the Indian Standard Time is taken. India has 7 neighboring countries and it shares its land boundaries with them. They are Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. And India's island neighbors are Sri Lanka and Maldives. India has 28 states and 8 union territories. And Delhi is the national capital. States are formed mainly on the basis of language. Rajasthan is the largest state by size and Goa is the smallest. Every states are further divided into districts. The physical features of India are highly unique. They are bounded by the Himalayas are in north and to the south of Himalayas there are northern plains. On the west it has great Indian desert and from there towards south plateaus and coastal plains. Also it has islands and the country is bounded by the Himalayas in north, the Arabian Sea in the west, the Bay of Bengal in the east, and the Indian Ocean in the south. Himalayas are covered with ice sheets, and in contrast, Great Indian Desert is extremely hot. Because of the dramatic conditions across the vegetation and wildlife differ too. For example, fruits like strawberry are best to cultivated in the region, whereas crops like wheat and rice need sunlight. Likewise, wildlife also differs. Snow leopard, musk deer are found on Himalayas. Camels, large lizards, and snakes are spotted in desert. Every state has its own language, dance forms, culture, and traditions. Binding the diversities together make as it to one nation that said as unity in diversity. Now let's see the India's physical feature one by one. In the north of India, they can Himalayas. These mountains are covered with snow and the term Himalaya means the abode of snow. The topmost Himalayan region is said as Greater Himalaya or Himadri. The world's tallest peaks are in this range. The next comes Middle Himalaya, otherwise said as Himachal. Tourist spots like Ladakh, Dharamshala, etc. are located here. And the lower range is Shivalik. To the south of Himalayas comes Northern Plains. It is a flat land and have a high deposits of alluvial soil. They are very fine particles. The plains are formed by the deposits of river Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra and its tributaries. Tributaries are nothing but a water body that they contributes its water to a large river. And northern plains are one of the highly populated region. Next comes Great Indian Desert. It is too hot and harsh and lengthy stretches of land and also vegetation is very scarce. To the south of northern plains comes Peninsular Plateau and it is triangular in shape. They are rich in minerals and have a high mountain ranges and valleys. One of the oldest range is Aravalli range, then comes Vindhya and Satpura range. The river Narmada and Tapi flow from them and these are west flowing rivers and they finally drained into Arabian Sea. And to the west of plateaus come Western Ghats also known as Sahyadris and on the east comes Eastern Ghats. To the west of Western Ghats and east of Eastern Ghats come coastal plains as they are bordered by sea. You can observe coastal plains in west are narrow, but the one in east are broad. The rivers like Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri are east flowing rivers and they get drained into the Bay of Bengal. Sundarban Delta is found at the junction of river Ganga and Brahmaputra while they flow into the Bay of Bengal. Sundarban is a mangrove area. It stretches from the Indian states West Bengal to the Malaysia River in Bangladesh. And the last comes islands. Indian islands are grouped into two. Andaman and Nicobar Island in Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep in Arabian Sea. Lakshadweep is otherwise said as Coral Island. Corals are the skeletons of marine animals called polyps. New polyps develops on its hard skeletons. Thus they grow in size. As the islands is large and corals they are said as coral islands. And Andaman and Nicobar Island has the India's lowest point known as Indira Point. It was completely submerged into the water during the tsunami and that of 2004. So we have come to an end. Thank you.